here on the 16th hole, a par 5, I've laid it down to just in front of the water here. I've got about 80 yards to the flag. From this situation, I would definitely recommend you follow a few basic steps. The first thing is you have to know the yardage. You can't blame your technique if you judged it to be 70 yards and it was actually 90. So you could look on the sprinklers, or you could get sort of a Bushnell rangefinder, but you need to be able to know what you're going to be doing, what you're looking at. You have to know how far the shot is. After that, you have a few choices. I would certainly recommend not always trying to hit a hard shot with your wedges. It brings in so much difficulty, so much danger in getting the strike. A full swing with a sand wedge, the ball flight's not particularly efficient, and the tour players are never hitting those short irons at full speed. I think you really have two different options. You can change a little bit the length of your swing, and what we're talking about here, two different shots really. Halfway back, which is sort of left arm parallel to the ground, very, very centered and stable body. So halfway back, through to impact, keep that speed up, keep that right arm straightening, through to 3/4 through. That should be one shot you should practice. The next one, for longer shots, such as I've got coming up here, 3/4 back, very stable again in that weight shift, right arm straightening, through to a full finish. Never make a backswing which is full and then try to slow it down through the ball. And never make a backswing which is so big with a wedge that you've lost control. This is not a full swing, it's a 3/4 shot. From this distance, I'm trying to control the shot. I'm trying to be as close to the flag as possible, not the maximum distance with my short irons. Let me show you one. So I've got 80 yards here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play a 9-iron shot because I don't want the ball up in the air and I don't want it spinning on the green when I hit it. Grip down a little bit, really stabilize your balance, put that ball back in your stance and allow yourself to open up a little bit. Because this is not a full pivot movement, it helps you with the feet a little bit open to keep that pelvis turning through. If I'm too square, it's easy for me to get blocked out a little bit. So club face at the target, grip down a little bit, open up my feet, and find that feeling, 3/4 back and full through. So that gets me all the way to the flag. Now what I did there was I took a 9-iron, so it's very much a case of choosing your club, and you need to practice this on the driving range to know your numbers. Or when you're walking around the golf course and it's no one behind you, throw a few balls down next to the sprinklers and find out what's the easiest club for you to hit. So you really have two different options. Halfway back and 3/4 through, very, very controlled movement, but notice how my hips have come all the way through. The body wants to fully release. This isn't a case of halfway back and then sort of try to guide it to the hole. You'll never get a good hit if your arms aren't extending and putting pressure down on the ball. So you're hitting down on the ball to make it go up, and you're controlling the speed with the length of your swing. Let me also show you the half swing. Narrower stance. No problem to keep that left hip a little bit more open. Allow that right side to come through. It's just halfway back. Make sure those wrists are fully set. We don't want to see the club over here because that's going to cause you to misstrike it. Halfway back, right arm straighten. Let that right hip work through. So two major keys. Know the yardage. Find your natural swing stops, the half swing to 3/4 through, the 3/4 back to full through, and make sure you experiment with the different clubs. It's not the best shot to hit a full sand wedge from this distance.